Tanyella, I am so excited to be speaking with you today. We have been doing so much together between HP and NABU, and it's amazing to be able to think about what digital equity means together. And you know, right, we have our ambitious goal of accelerating digital equity for 150 million people by 2030. So with that, I actually would love to hear, how did you find yourself in a role like this, starting an organization like NABU? It's been 10 years, so can you walk us through maybe the journey that got you to where this idea came from and became a concept?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Michelle. It's really exciting to be here and to get to talk a bit about our work and what digital equity means. NABU started with a very, very simple idea. So back in 2010, I was working in Haiti after the earthquake, and I was executive director of a small nonprofit, and we were focused on building a school. That was the request of the community. How can we rebuild after this awful natural disaster? And while I was there working on that project, what I saw all around me was that people had access to devices, and that these devices, these mobile phones, were a lifeline, that they were essential, you know, that they were finding ways to charge their phones and to connect. And I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if we could actually make educational resources available on the devices that people already have? And so the idea for NABU was really simple. Why don't we build a free, low bandwidth reading app that works on devices that people already have in the community? And that's where the journey really started. This has been a journey of learning, you know, and I think that's what we do when we work with communities. We seek to just watch, to observe, to learn, to co-create, and that's really what happened at NABU. So when we piloted this app in Haiti, we found that the books that were being read were not the books in English or in French, but actually the books in the local language of Haitian Creole. When we looked at the data, we found that they hadn't touched English or French, but that they'd read the Haitian Creole books over and over and over again. The kids in Haiti were expected to learn in French, but they speak Haitian Creole with their families at home. Yes. And with the other kids in the playground. And so seeing that language, that mother tongue, you know, not having access to education in your mother tongue language is a barrier.
And I so deeply appreciate what you're saying. Even in a lot of my career and before joining HP, I spent a lot of time living and working in Cambodia with a nonprofit, and I saw that need for mother tongue literacy, and I saw where there was a gap. So I just love the work that you're doing.
So for us, it's about both global expansion and being able to provide access to mother tongue books to as many children as possible. I mean, we're talking about over 50% of the global population of children ages 5 to 12 who are not learning the basics of how to read and write, and who have virtually no access to books at home or in school. And so this is essential. You know, access to mother tongue books is a fundamental human right. It's part of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. We thought, how can we work with the community to actually create books in mother tongue languages, to train local artists and local storytellers to tell their stories? And so this is where the idea of the NABU HP Creative Labs came about. Could we create these hubs in the community where artists could come together, get access to the latest technology from HP, get access to the software, design software they need to actually create world-class quality books? And so this started actually in Rwanda, in Kigali. You know, for us, it's about removing that barrier that artists had to actually creating books, which is really simple. It's those devices. We've now created hundreds of books in Kinyarwanda and English for millions of children across Rwanda that are created there, and that are also then creating employment opportunities for young people as well.
So much of what you also do, to your point, is think about that community concept.
Yeah, and that's what I love actually about being part of this HP ecosystem, because it really has been about learning from other partners, and you find such incredible partners that are doing awesome work in the space of digital equity. And so, for example, we're working with Girl Rising in Kenya, which has been absolutely incredible. You know, working with communities, working with teachers. We've just signed a partnership with 1 million teachers to train tens of thousands of teachers across Africa in how to use NABU. And I love that HP has come behind us in this mission. And this year, we also added the creative fellowships. And so we decided to kind of standardize our approach to training local artists into a 12-week fellowship. You know, what's missing right now from the ecosystem are people with the right skills to create high-quality books for children.
So the question for you is, what do you want to see NABU look like in 5 years?
I really want to see, in the space more broadly, I'd say just urgency around how important literacy and access to mother tongue books is. You know, education remains one of the least funded areas of global development. If children are literate, you know, they're much less likely to be trafficked, to be, you know, in forced labor. Girls are less likely to be married early. They have greater choice and agency, better health outcomes, greater incomes, all these positive byeffects of investing at those very early ages. And in 5 years, I want to see us scaling to more countries and communities. You know, working in Haiti right now, just moving into West Africa together. We're already in East Africa and in Kenya and Rwanda. We're in the Philippines. We've had impact also in Eastern Europe, in Romania and Ukraine. And so I just want to see that NABU is accessible everywhere.
Amazing. Tanyella, thank you. I'm so happy and proud to be able to partner with you. So just thank you so much.
Thank you, Michelle. It's been really great.